Hey y'all, how you doing today? So I haven't done this for this game yet. Usually in all of my games I go through a little phase where once a week, especially on new games, whenever everybody's getting up a lot of new information, learning a lot of new things and tips and tricks and stuff, I post a weekly video for the first month saying hey, this is the stuff I learned. Next week, this is the stuff I learned. Next week, this is the stuff I learned. After a month, we do it monthly, okay, what have we learned this month? What have we learned this month? And that way we can just update our knowledge in real time and help each other out. So we actually have accumulated a good amount of info this week. I know it's the first week. Emotions have been running high, man. There's a lot of crazy drama for some reason. So what we do, we take all the information that we have objectively learned, and then we put it out into the world, which we will be doing now. So if you have any pro strats, pro tips, whatever, and you want to put them in the comments, you could just put it in the comment. I could pin it. And then, people that are new to the game that come across the video can end up seeing the stuff and hopefully learn from our mistakes and not have to make the same mistakes themselves. So, starting with the first thing that I think is very, very nice is thanks to one of the members in my Discord, we now have available to us gift codes, free stuff. So if you don't have any of these gift codes entered into your game yet, you could go ahead and type in these gift codes and get free stuff. So that's cool. Bunch of codes right here. Looks like freaking more than 10 of them at least. So yeah, I will leave a link to this page if you want to go ahead and grab these and cop yourself some sweet prizes, dude. That'll be easy. Next thing we're coming across is also thanks to one of the members in my Discord. I have come across this insane dude. This guy, we owe this dude a lot. He has been actually data mining information. So a lot of people have been sending me YouTube videos and stuff, dude. For those that don't know, that's not how we do stuff around here. We do data mines. We do actual testing ourselves. We legit get down to brass tacks and get down the numbers, because all the time, just as a quick disclaimer, all the time, dude, people will send me a YouTube video of someone very passionately saying something. Everyone just takes it to heart and takes it as gospel, and then it turns out being wrong, dude. We literally had an example of that on my channel 2-3 days ago, where I showcased this one dude's video and said that these might be some good tips and tricks, blah, 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 blah. It turns out they were all most of them were lies, and that's pretty much where we land whenever it comes to just linking videos. So if you're going to link information, make sure it's something like this, dude. Make sure it's someone that actually poured through the code of the game, or actually had a step in the development, because there are people that do this, man. There are people that actually reverse engineer these games, and they have a college degree to do so, and the real information and statistics and data are right here in front of us. You don't link a YouTube video, dude. Okay. But yes, so thanks to a member in our Discord, we have some very sick knowledge from a data miner for this game who has set up for us this Excel spreadsheet of all sorts of very useful stuff for us. He has a tutorial pool for optimizing our team for people re-rolling, optimizing your re-roll for tutorials. We have a 4-star pool where he has a lot more information about all of the characters that you can pull from the 4-star pool. That is hard to say. From the 4-star pool. He has cheat sheets on a bunch of units like the Prism Rangers, etc. Units that are just really nice to have on your team as well. Here he'll say, hey, the pirate has a chest drop rate 5%. You always want to start with the thieves. They have 3%. Dark Santa Laharo has a chest drop rate. So if you're looking for one of these, abilities or something, this is a good spreadsheet for that, as well as he has down all of the Prism characters and what they actually do and how they could actually be used. Very, very nice. He also has Christmas event maps telling us the most, efficient way to farm points for our AP. Very, very nice. He has all the characters that have been released in Japan so far. Since Japan did get the game before us, they already have a lot of updates that we don't have, and he has gone ahead and shown us how they are tiering their members. Again, man, tier lists, just if you want to follow a tier list, that's on you. But yeah, sometimes they can definitely be wrong for up to years in advance. For example, Summoners War, I think I explained this before. Tiana was available in a different country. They had the game way before us. They labeled Tiana as an F tier unit, and then of course with people that with actual brains started testing her and using her, everyone suddenly realized, oh, she's actually an S tier unit, and she's been that way ever since, man. The rating, just being able to instantly slap a a number or a letter on a character and be like, oh, they're this efficient is super inefficient, if that makes sense. But we can peruse through some of their abilities and stats and stuff for all of the characters that they got before us, which is nice. We have an event timeline where he's going to be showing us all of the upcoming events, like all of the bonus units that we get for the events. Extremely useful, dude. We owe this dude a handful. This guy is really like doing God's work right now. Global unit data mine raw. So basically he's been data mining units and like what their stats are and upcoming units and what their effectivenesses are going to be. We have experience needed to reach level 9,999. Very useful as well. We have important links where he shows us how to get, you know, gift codes, links to the Japanese wiki, links to like the subreddits and the daily guides that are actually, you know, good. Plus a map data mine where he shows us, you know, the experience and rank of experience, plus stage names, you know, the difficulty of the level, etc., etc. Just a lot of information that's actually from the code of the game. And I feel like if you had any questions before you go asking just, you know, random people, man, if it's not in here, this is probably a good place to start looking. So very, very big thanks to Anonymous Dingo, because this is the name on the Excel spreadsheet. Thank you so much for putting that together for us, as well as with the actual data miners on Reddit. I don't have their name available right now, but people that are actually data mining, thank you as well. As well as here, we have a nice little bonus for us where someone has, developed for us an experience calculator doing the efficiency of gates of experience. So you can enter your unit's current level, you can enter what level you want them to be, and it'll tell you the fastest way to get to that level without having too much experience overflow. This is the link. I'll have links to all this stuff in the description, so definitely check these out so you don't end up wasting a lot of AP or wasting a lot of experience that could be pushed towards someone else. This will be the most efficient way to actually level up your characters. Very, very nice. And last, man, I'm just going to point out some things that I figured out as I was playing that maybe people haven't noticed. I'm sure a lot of people, because there's a lot of things that get said, and then the phrase, anyone who played Disgaea knows that this is general knowledge. That being said, a lot of mobile players are new, man. Like, we're new to the game. I myself have never played Disgaea. All I know is exactly the math and data mine that's in front of me. All of the actual code. I'm familiar with code. I'm familiar with gacha mechanics. I'm familiar with, you know, a lot of the certain elements and attributes that are in the game that are relative to other games, but I myself am not a Disgaea veteran. But if I learn something, I want to share it, man, because there's people just like me in my same boat. You know, we came from Com2us Games. We came from damn old cookie clicker, man. We're just trying to learn together, so that's what we're doing. One thing I want to point out that maybe not everyone knows is your speed. So your speed is obviously very important. The faster you move, the quicker you can take your turn. The slower you move, enemies can end up lapping you. So for your thieves, in terms of farming, whenever you have your thieves, you don't really want to nether enhance them because, one, you're not using them for any purpose other than the chest drop rate. They're pretty much just there to increase the chest drop rate, and they're not there to help your carry. They're not there to soak damage. They're not there for anything else. So if you nether enhance them, they get an ability that increases their speed, which can end up causing you a lot of problems. It costed me a lot of problems with my farming because even though you can turn animations off, it still does take animation time to provide the speed up buff to that unit, as well as if they get a speed up buff and then they end up outspeeding your farmer, that is essentially twice as long per thief that's outspeeding your farmer. You do not want them outspeeding your farmer at all. So do not nether enhance them past, not even once, because they get the speed buff and they could end up lapping you. The experience gain they gain for being nether enhanced a certain amount of times is nice, but go ahead and make that a late game goal, dude. It doesn't have to be something you do like right now. We have so many in the item world experience buffs. We have a bunch of ways to get experience, and that does not have to be one. Especially just for a 12% experience bonus, you actually end up losing experience in the long run because it takes your run so much longer to do. That being said, guns and fists give your character a speed buff. So if your thief has a gun or a fist on them, they're probably moving a little bit faster, and that could be potentially making them move before your farmer, messing you up. If you put axes on them, it gives them a speed debuff. It'll subtract 1 speed from your thieves and maybe give your farmer a little bit of a leg up whenever it comes to outspeeding them and getting your farming actually done. Also, in terms of experience, I'm sure people have noticed, but some people may not have noticed. So with the assemblies, there's actually a ability you can vote for 1.5 times experience, which is very useful whenever you're doing your gate of experience, so that you can combine the 1.5 experience buff with your skip tickets and your gate keys so that you get a lot more effectiveness out of them. So if you're going to end up using gate keys or skip tickets for the day, it may be worth investing in that assembly vote to try and get a 1.5 times experience gain. And the last thing I want to say, man, is like, just try and be open-minded, right? I'm sure a lot of people played Disgaea for a very long time, and they feel like they have a pretty good grasp on Disgaea things, and that's fine. I'm sure you do. I myself have played Comtuous games for a very long time. I've played Comtuous games for 7 years, but that doesn't mean whenever Comtuous comes out with a new game that I automatically know everything about it. I went into a game, Heroes War, with that mindset, and I ended up screwing myself because I thought, oh, well, it's under the Comtuous brand. It must be similar to every other Comtuous game. It was not the case, man. I ended up wasting a lot of time and a lot of other people's time because I ended up giving out false information. So that being said, if you are a Disgaea veteran and you think you have a good grasp, you looked at the Japan tier list, you're following, like, that's great, man, but try and be careful with the information that you give out. I'm just trying to give out solid information is really all I want to do here. Also, the last thing is I am still doing the event. I like to host events for these games. The event I'm doing right now is a reroll event. For anyone that's like just getting into the game or just wants a fresh new account, I am rerolling for accounts that are going to have a Nat 4 pull whenever with the initial summons that you get for a rerolled account. I already have a couple of them farmed up. Tomorrow I'm going to be posting a list of all of the accounts, and then if you want one of them, just go ahead and leave a comment with the number under the picture of the account you want. I'll go into more detail about that tomorrow. You can also join my Discord, and we have a better explanation in there too. So yes, if you want to join my Discord, feel free to join that, but at the same time, do not jump in there being sensitive or, being a dick. We like to have fun, but just, try and drop a meme or something. But other than that, y'all, that's going to do it for me today, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.